I never had no issue with Dink. It wasn't no issue with him today. So when it happened, it was like out of the blue. So it doesn't. So some people sometimes, some people for me, it seems as if people have things they want to say to you, and they let it build up, and then they find a time whenever they see fit to come out. Because I've known Dink for a while. We talk all the time. He's very cool. You know what I'm saying? He's very respectful. You know, he's been a support system. He's a person that calls me, like he knows what I'm going through in real life and calls me to make sure you're okay. So today, it just threw out the way. And maybe he got offended by when I had made the line of him saying, you know, you like to stand up for trans people. But it wasn't an offensive moment because in that moment, I was basing it off of this guy who had opened up and said that he had been drinking since 11 years old and had a hold on, let me finish what I was saying. I'll get the support. And you can speak and I'll shut up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very respectful about things. I don't interrupt people and all of that. I don't just shake stuff. You know what I'm saying? We just want to talk straight through like that.
J-Dot's stubborn. Whatever he feels is what he feels, and you can't change that. And he's not, I don't think he's ever going to admit when he's wrong or that someone else was right. And I think that's what I gathered from that conversation. It's just always a back and forth. It's always talking in circles when it comes to J-Dot. Because even when we had our conversation, that shit went on for like an hour, and it was just us kind of talking in circles.
It was more that Karma was just offended by what he said, and then when it escalated, the points was she's a trans girl and he's a gay man, right? But I don't think it was like, oh, everyone else, I'm only gonna stick up for trans. You know what I'm saying? I don't think.
I mean, people like to select it. Or hear what they want to hear at the time.
You said.
So let me ask you.
When I asked, I said, did you care? You said no.
Do you accept Karma and me as okay, right? So it's like I don't get it. Does that make sense?
No, because
they don't believe that.
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to because he's building a story about him taking up a trans girl, but I'm like, that wasn't the meat of the issue earlier. The meat was that he got into it with Karma, and we didn't want a trans girl fighting a gay man. That was the thing. But it wasn't. At the end of the day, regardless, I haven't sat here and went around. I'm confused.
Okay.
Did you? You're really contradicting. You talk around circles. Did you misgender?
Yeah, on the porch you did. Yeah. And I was like,
okay.
On the porch, yeah.
I'm asking.
But it's
I don't know. Like, now you asking me? I don't even know.
Because I'm asking. I'm coming to you.
Oh, honestly, no, Chrissy, I don't know.
I'm asking everybody else. I'm asking you.
No, I don't know.
Who said it?
You said on the porch because me and Perimeter, and then you kind of gave me a look like I'm like.
Oh, you know what? I remember that, and
I'm not gonna react for you.
And I did, but it wasn't intentional.
But like, okay, but a genuine question. This is just me asking.
And that's why I asked him because of right. That's exactly why I just said that. No shade. I know. That's why I'm getting to.
Is trans women a problem to you? And I'm asking you right now.
That's exactly why I asked.
No, trans women are not a problem to me. The problem is that I'm not a person who was raised in a certain thing. So I don't have no problem with a person wherever they are in life. That's why I show respect all the time. But if you just said that you had caught a moment, or when you said he, it doesn't make me a fake person because at the same time, I have to keep remembering to always say her. You know what I'm saying? To respect pronouns. So that's
why you look at her right now.
She's a she.
Okay, but not only that, call me Jayla.
Like I'm always paying attention.
And I know.
And I hate this subject. I'm tired of it. Like, and I hate that my face on it. I hate them even getting recorded. Having to talk about it. I really kind of just go back to life without this shit. I only signed up to this to embrace it more.
Build the fuck hood. Because guess what? Trans lives matter. They've been here before, whatever, before we even.
This is how you
just for time. I'm just.
So guess what? And it's going to stay here, and it's going to have to deal with it.
Ask questions. Like this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't want this hot seat on.
You said when you was there, Dink had went off on you, Chrissy, and then you walked up there. You said Dink came upstairs and did what exactly to you?
So Dink came into the room while I was watching the movie, laying in the bed, and he just came in the bed, was just chilling, watching me basically watch the movie because he wasn't watching the movie, and he was just really, insensitive. He didn't really care. Like it was like he was watching me, but only thing he was thinking about was having sex with me. So you could see him crying because this movie I was watching, The Mask, or with Augie, whatever. It's a dope ass movie with this ugly ass little white boy. That gets picked on, but they're building him up, and I related to it. I needed that movie in that moment. If that movie was pouring back into my cup that I needed, it helped me go on. you know. But Dink looking at me crying, he didn't care. He's still sitting there trying to feel on my booty, you know, and shit like that. I'm like, boy, you think you gonna get some ass out of me? And like, I don't even want to have sex. I'm not even in this mindset. Like, why can't you just lay here and just hold me in this moment?
Did you have sex?
Yeah, like my dick got hard. You know, he kept rubbing like, bitch, and he sat on it. And I nutted. Then I left him out of the room.
I'm surprised after he had just said all this in front of the group about it.
That boy had whispered in my ear that he had signed up for this show to specifically just do this. You know what I'm saying? He said, I signed up just for this. And I just remember thinking he was like a little crazy because it's like, I came here for music because that's my first love. You know what I'm saying? For the experience of it. You came here to have sex with the artist that you're infatuated with. You know what I'm saying? And that to me just strike as, you know, you're not really here for the right reasons. And to come here just to have sex, you think this is hot, to, you know, be around a bunch of people and you're able to have sex with the person, kind of like getting away with it, you know, sneaking. And to me, that's
But why would you have sex when out here just chewed you out and threw you on the boat?
Well, I didn't want to have sex, but the fact that he just wouldn't stop, you know, and I didn't even have a lot of words, you know, because I was more mad at the fact that he didn't care that I was sitting here crying. So, you know, that's why I just
So why did you fill out the room rather than put your side on?
Because he sat on it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So, you know.
Did he ask you to sit on it?
No, like, no, it was no consent. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, shit, I put a little spit on that hole and, you know, shit, he sat on it and shit, I know it. You know, and I'd have just hurt a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Because I it like instantly and then literally got up out of the bed. Yeah, I think he wanted me to stay there because he thought he was gonna get some booty. And nah, I came and took my ass downstairs. Like, no, I got, the movie had poured me up, I had busted. Now let me go interact with these people and continue out this show.
There's a lot of noises coming from that room. Before, after, I don't know, but I heard it. I definitely heard something coming from that room, child. I ain't gonna lie to you. They say the girls is in here. They fucking. That's why everybody beefing. Everybody each other. Why everybody got a problem. Well, I ain't got no issues with that. I ain't got no issues.